We are now audible as well, Mr. Dominic. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Hello.
Sorry for the delay as usual. You're probably just hearing this shortly. We're just talking to ourselves at this point. It's fine. But good evening to anyone who is watching. How is everyone this fine evening? We are now audible as well, oh, Mr. dear. Dominic. I'm now playing myself in the background.
Oh, Thomas. Novice mistake.
It stops now. It's fine.
Hello, Daryl.
Ah, Direl of Kid.
Possibly. It could be another Daryl.
It could be another Daryl.
Anything.
It's just Daryl, actually. He hasn't even put some funky little name up. Good evening, Connor C. Smith.
Hello, Connor. Get everybody in. Everyone come in. The school bell has rung.
Dave Holland as well.
That is Dave Holland.
I know. We can tell because he's actually put his full name there.
Consider it.
Daneth Kraken 18. Hello. Hope I said
that.
Hello.
Oh. Welcome everybody. Take a seat.
Take a seat. Or if you can't sit, stand.
Yeah. Not everybody can stand though.
No.
You've got to be considerate about these things, Thomas.
Well, this is true. I'm sorry. I just realised I need to turn my light on in here. 1 second. I'll do it from my phone. And good evening, Viserys.
Hello, Vix Bertram.
Ah, I don't know who that is.
Trouble.
Yeah, sounds like it is.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Daryl. We don't put Daryl's full name because of his job.
Oh, apologies. Oh,
his job is dredging rivers for statues. So we can't give any more. Can't give any more details.
None of that in here.
I'm not. I'm just saying that's his job. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just what he does.
I'm sorry, Daryl.
We shouldn't judge him for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
if as far as I'm concerned, you're just Daryl. I don't know who you are. No preferential treatment for you. I don't know who you are. Trouble. Just constantly knocking on his door. Well, anyway, without further ado, hope everyone's doing well this evening. As usual, we are here to
entertain.
Entertain, slacken, borden. I don't know. Something like that. You know.
Yeah, and do some hobby. So, Tom, what hobby are you doing tonight?
Well, I have been doing a lot of painting the last couple of weeks, so I decided to jump on this bandwagon today. My Exorcist, which I need to make, because I finished quite a bit of my Grey Knight stuff, as Dom's aware of. And I will be putting some pictures up soon, but I'm cracking through that, and I'm hoping to have my Grey Knights sorted out. Because I don't know why I started doing them either. I just thought, let's do them. I've got loads of armies to do, but they just happen to sort of turn up on my desk, and then when you get that urge, you just got to keep painting them. But yeah, I've got another about 40 Space Marine Grey Knights to do. Land Raider, another Dread Knight. Oh yeah, I can show you my finished Dread Knight. Here he is.
Very nice, Thomas. Very nice.
He's been finished. There we are. Wash. Yeah, and then I've got loads of other things to do. But yeah, tonight is Exorcist night. How about yourself?
Well, Tom, I'll tell you what, tonight I'm doing two things. I am working on my Chaos Crown. I'm getting close to finishing it, so I'm currently working on that. I'm doing a little bit on that tonight. I am also working on my squad of Lich Guard. I can really tell from that. There we go. But I had hobby supplies turn up, so I can start on these guys again because I got to a point where my paint had either dried up or had completely run out, and unfortunately that stopped my progress, so I had to stop. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. What about everyone in the chat? What are we working on tonight, everybody?
Yeah, let's see what you guys are up to. give us some inspiration. And we shall...
We're going to crack on, do a bit of weathering onto the old Chaos Crown here.
Well, why would you want to weather it? Isn't it supposed to be resplendent in gold and very pretty?
Nothing in the 41st millennium is resplendent in gold.
The Emperor is.
I think if you see his face...
No.
People... you can't look upon his face.
Exactly.
Your eyes would melt.
I reckon he's actually absolutely fine. Because no one has seen him apart from Gilliman. And I reckon Gilliman, when they go, "Oh, you're actually all right, Dad." Yeah, I'm just taking a break, you know. But there's lots of stuff going on out there. yeah, I know. Just a bit tired, really. Just thought I'd sort out some other stuff.
Daryl is doing a Primaris Lieutenant.
And some Blight Lord Terminators have been finished by Ceres. Excellent. Well done, mate. Well done. I think you've mentioned that a couple of times when you've been on, so it's always good to finish up a few things. And I said I'm looking forward to getting this Exorcist sorted out as well, because it's my first vehicle for my Sisters of Battle. Some interesting kit here as well.
Be nice. Are you planning on getting your rhinos for your Sisters of Battle for us?
Yes, I obviously get some Soritas rhinos, which I presume are just rhinos with some fleur-de-lis on them.
Yeah.
Basically. Which is fine.
I would have thought so.
Yeah, I would have liked to have got the old repressors, but I'm not paying an arm and leg on eBay to get them.
Corn Berserkers. Of course,
yes, Vicky.
Yep.
Yes.
Chaos has spoken to Vicky. She's given up the way of the false emperor and decided to join the Chaos forces, which is good.
Poor Crimson Fists. I guess I'll have to take them and use them myself. I mean, yeah, all I need to do is then get,
I mean, you might actually win a couple of games if you start playing Crimson Fists.
Oh, now you see, this is not nice.
This is unpleasant talking.
Maybe you should play a couple of games.
Look. There's a lot of people in this chat that aren't able to play games, Thomas.
I know.
I don't think you should be like this.
Oh, I see. It just sounds like you're very upset about it. I'm sorry. I'll try to be more respectful to your needs.
Anyway.
No, and anyone who obviously realised we didn't get a battle report up last week, apologies, it's my fault. I had a lot of work-related stuff going on last week, so couldn't quite get one fitted in after multiple attempts, I might add. And the one that we did do went so badly for Vicky in the first turn, it was ridiculous. It actually ended in by about turn 2, so we decided not to continue the game in the end. So, but we'll be having a rematch this week and putting that one up. So, yeah. And it was actually absolute sheer luck. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows Orc Bombers, for instance. I did 25 mortal wounds with the bombs in turn 1 on infantry squads, and it didn't end very well. I felt very lucky, I must admit. I was just...
Yeah, the Orc Bombers always have had that potential, haven't they? But the chance of it ever going off is so slim that you never kind of go, oh, it can do that? I didn't think it could.
I mean, considering it can do, it's a 4+ you need to do. It's quite incredible that actually happened. It was like, what the hell? Ah!
The 95th
The 95th
Praetorian Guard
have joined us. I hope you are doing well, sir. He's just passing through though, so we better get your words in quick, Dom.
Got nothing negative to say. Those who haven't seen our Facebook, the 95th has started his own YouTube channel, and we shared one of his videos up. So if you do like Guard, even inferior Guard, go check it out. There's some nice models there.
You didn't have anything to say, and you slipped it in anyway.
I'm glad you noticed.
Yes, especially if you like a very strong themed army, that is a good place to have a look at.
Yeah, nice bit of narrative in that army as well, and that's what we like on the channel, isn't it, Tom? We love narrative.
We try to. I mean, think in the new edition rules with this Crusade stuff, I think narrative could be coming back in a fairly big way, actually.
Yeah, I hope so. I think narrative is always the poor relation when it comes to 40k rule sets.
No, that's a fair point. And of course, obviously, I suppose a lot of people have seen the varying bits of news out there about the new box set. What does everyone think about the new box set?
He's doing splitsies.
Yeah, he's doing splitsies. Dom's got a couple coming up, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to.
No, Tom, you've seen the new models. I clearly have to.
It's like you're saying you haven't got any self-control. I don't understand. You're normally so good.
I'm not. It's a secret. I'm not. I've got no self-control.
Well, just hopefully then it'll be good. Hopefully by the time you've got them, you'll have time to paint them before you get to have a game. Then they can be all on the table at the same time, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I can keep spending hundreds of pounds of models that I'm never going to play. That'd be potentially great. Really look forward to it. No, sorry, dear, you can't go to university. Daddy's got a whole Necron army he's never used.
To be fair, though, I mean, you can employ them as painters for your armies.
Yeah.
Commission painters get paid a fortune, right?
Have we got any commission painters in the chat?
Yeah.
Has anyone done any commission work?
Yeah, interesting to hear, actually. I mean, the only models I've painted for someone was I've painted some for Vicky when she was starting out, just to give her a guideline on how to do some of the bits.
Yeah.
It's always easier to have a reference, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's quite intimidating, isn't it, to start the hobby?
Very much so.
To start painting any models. You've got to be brave.
Be brave, Dominic. Does that fit there? Doesn't seem like it. A bit of pressure it does. If you hear a snap in a minute, I'm going to cry.
Painted some stuff for a D&D group. Very nice, Daryl. Very nice. I suppose I was thinking about this earlier. When you have games like Talisman or Hero Quest or whatever, it's quite nice to have a nice little selection of different models where you can actually just go, look, I'm going to paint this guy for a change. I don't have to do, a whole squad of whatever or a unit of such and such. You can actually just flip between different projects, which I think is quite cool. You would have to have a lot of paint, so really.
Yeah, because they've. Yeah, I mean, I would say that though. I mean, if you think about the amount of paints that we've got between us, it's probably we do have a slightly few core ones, as you know. I mean, yours is
red,
mainly metal.
Metal and red.
But you tend to collect quite a bit, I think.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you tend to you might buy one paint for a particular project, or actually, to be fair, now I've got some purples a little while ago, and I didn't just get one. I got 3 different purples.
Yeah. Because
I was like, well, you want to have like that highlighting aspect as well.
Yeah, I think I got some when I was doing some of my Daughters of Cain. Obviously, they had pink through their hair on my thing, so I bought quite a few bits and pieces, which is quite interesting painting with different colours. I think sometimes you get quite stuck in painting with certain colours because you just know how they work, and then sometimes you don't try out other ones, and then suddenly you start using these are quite good, and you're like, I could use this for doing this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, from experience, painting, when I painted my guard army, it was all greens, blacks, and a bit of silver, and then just went off, did something else like my world eaters, and then you're just adding more things to your repertoire.
Oh yeah, that's quite cool, I think. Right. They've improved this kit quite a bit. I can tell it's been a little bit based, obviously, the Rhino chassis, obviously, in a certain way, but they include the tracks on the bottom now, Dom.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, I mean, you've still got to put some on, but it's mainly for the curvature bits, which is fair enough.
When I was repairing my rhinos that I didn't do too long ago for the 83rd, I was using some old tanks that I had, and actually I was pinching the tracks off the bottom of the other tanks because I was like, yeah, if I use this tank again at some point, it doesn't matter. There's no track on the bottom. Pinching, no one's going to notice. I mean, watch like future videos. Watch and see if I've got tracks on my.
Oh, do you know what, Dom? Now you said it, I will make sure I will check your models for you and
flip
point
them
it
all
out.
over. What's going on?
Look at this. Look at him.
Who in the chat paints the underside of their tanks? Anybody? Be interesting to know if anyone.
Well, if they don't,
the underside.
I mean, I know your feelings on this. It's just incorrect.
It's not incorrect. There's no incorrect answer, Thomas.
But,
Tom, there is an incorrect answer. We'll see if anyone says it.
Hell no. Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, let's not be silly here.
Dom, you see? He's been found out. He's been tested and found wanting.
Exactly that. Exactly. That's why you don't paint the inside of your tanks. You only get like 3 tanks in your entire collection because you're too busy like painting the speedometer. Having, oh, look at this leather texture I've done on the driver's seat. I jest.
I don't know. It sounded like you were quite serious,
like,
to be fair.
It's nice to know some sculpts have like a nice inside compartment. Like, for instance, the Taurox. It's got a nice like inside compartment, but you haven't even got access to look at the inside.
That's because you haven't modelled it correctly, though.
Oh, maybe you haven't. Is it meant to be open top?
Yeah,
oh, no!
You're not supposed to use any glue on Games Workshop models? You not know that, Dom?
Someone I used to play with used to use Blue Tack a lot.
Oh, would that be someone we both know?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
See, he's got 3. Sorry, there is a delay, guys. I'm not just ignoring you and coming back.
I'm working on that. I'm just trying to. Apparently, I was supposed to put YouTube into low latency mode, which I thought I had done, but apparently that makes no difference to the delay at the moment, so I'll have to have another look at that. But rest assured, we will always at least see your questions and try and answer them. You still have to build some tracks on this, Dominic.
Not even a question. If you want us to talk about something, just pop it in the chat, and we'll happily talk about anything. We'll give you marriage advice.
Well, only one of us is married at the moment.
But we won't take any blame if it all goes horribly wrong.
Just waiting to see what Vicky says now. We're not too far off now. We're coming up to almost a year before the event.
Yeah, we'll go Warhammer World, Tom. All the guys in the chat can meet us there. We'll have a massive stag do.
Oh, Apocalypse game.
Apocalypse game.
On one of the new small minimum size tables, yeah?
Look. Ask Mikey from Hellstorm to...
the small board gang.
Yeah, bring one along.
I think we're not too fussed about the whole thing, are we, Dom?
No, we are not, Thomas. See any cut marks here? Hey, any of them?
No. How much Velcro did you use to get that effect?
So play in perspective, they are actually smaller.
Yes, it's the angle.
Furniture to go around them.
He shrunk it. Shrunk his table down. Yes, it's a 6x4 table. I swear. 35. Yeah, I wasn't too fussed about it, to be honest. At the end of the day, you can still play on your 6x4, but you can, I fully expect that most tournaments will go to that size, which is fair enough. Because
I think it's just like for kill teams, really, isn't it? That they want to put kill team obviously into the main codex and like combat patrols. main codex, main rulebook. So it kind of makes sense to lower the board. Hello, Cara. Let's see you again.
Hello, Cara. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so I think it's down to how people want to do it. Obviously, if you want to go to a tournament, it's probably a good idea to go on the smaller board or whatever.
Yeah.
Get your masking tape out and tape it off.
No, that makes sense.
Or your Stanley knife out, depending on how bold you feel. But I don't see any real reason for it. I mean, Tom, I think I'm pretty much safe for both of us when we're going to be doing battle reports in the future. We're going to be on a 6x4 or bigger.
Yep.
Just to spite them.
No, and the thing is, all I was going to do, as I think I spoke to you a little while ago, is buy like a set of frame cutouts so I can make it smaller if we want to. I won't be obviously cutting the mats, but because I just feel like I spent too much money on them. But I understand why some people will, because they like to play that version of the game. So it's fair enough. I'm not going to be one of these people that tells people what to do with their own stuff. So which a lot of people have been doing.
Hello. Yeah, Cara, we're surviving lockdown the best we possibly can.
Yeah.
Both myself and Tom have been working throughout the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Not necessarily how I wanted to live through the apocalypse by working. No. I kind of had this like idea in my mind that I'd have like a mohawk, a harpoon gun, a stray dog, maybe
a distinct
some
lack of zombies as well.
Yeah, beefed up like car or truck, but unfortunately, I've just been working. Sometimes I go to Tesco's petrol station to get a sandwich.
Just to make it feel a bit more exciting.
Yeah. How about you? Anyway, is everyone else been surviving the apocalypse okay?
Yeah, I hope everyone's sort of been alright and no one's been through too many tough times. And it feels like it's been a very long time now.
Because it has been.
No, I know, mate. But, hopefully the end is becoming nearer and nearer. And that is the end of the lockdown, obviously, not the end of the world.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think the end's in sight. Obviously, some places in the world have freed themselves up. I think parts of Australia are now open for business and they've kind of like gone back to normal.
Well, sadly, I saw China had re-locked down Beijing, hadn't it?
Yeah.
From what I understand, which is a bit of a shame. Hopefully that's not a...
Well, leather jackets, sorry, Cara. Yeah, leather jacket's a good start for your apocalypse. Apocalyptic loadout. Just need to find a stray dog.
Stray dog?
Has to be stray. You can't just go to the park and nick someone's dog.
Well... No, actually, no, but not
that. Tom. Look at the notes I gave you. Look at the flip chart. Advice to give. Not to give.
Oh, I've got the columns around the wrong way. I'm really sorry, mate.
No.
What I did was I took your two columns. I took the top off, and I've put my own custom name for the column.
Yeah.
I just switched the acceptable and not acceptable around.
Uh-oh.
What's this here?
Boring. Has there anyone been watching our Faction Focus videos?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think Dom can talk more about childcare, I think, because
childcare is a bit of a mission at the moment.
I wish I could help out, mate, but...
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a hard one. But yeah, it depends. Like, I don't know what your situation is. Work-wise, but as long as your work is reasonably flexible and supportive, which they should be, because everyone's kind of going through the same issues.
You would hope so, anyway. Definitely. I'll tell you what, though, Dom. I've been cracking through the First and Only book again.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Actually, I've actually completed. It's quite funny because I think I read it when I was living with you all those years ago, and I actually genuinely can't remember much of it. So it's been quite refreshing to re-listen to it.
Yeah. How do you think it's dated much? Or
not really.
Because I found with Dan Abnett's Gaunt's Go series,
Hmm.
he tended to make he made a lot of the lore up himself.
Yes.
So he didn't necessarily have to rely on new models coming out. He'd just go,
No.
Wirewolves, they're a thing.
They're a thing.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
glad you like the faction videos.
Ah, cool. Yes.
You enjoy doing them.
Do we?
Yes, you do. You know what's good for you.
We're actually trying to decide on our next topic, actually. We still haven't done it yet, have we?
Yeah.
We're that prepared. So if anyone's got any suggestions in here, you can add to the current suggestions because everything's on a tie at the moment. So, if anyone does have any factions they would like us to cover. Apart from Dave Holland, he's already put a vote in.
Yeah.
He wants me to do Black Templars, and I'm not adverse to that. But I think for our own factions, we should do a longer video, Dom.
Tom, I would happily talk about Black Templars for a long time.
Yeah, good. I'd happily talk about Word Bearers and how much they are.
Don't say what you're thinking.
What?
No, thin ice, mister.
I was going to say the scum of the galaxy, that was all.
That's exactly what I meant.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was going to go ruder or something.
Scum of the galaxy. We brought enlightenment.
Didn't need it. Drukari. Oh. Might have to think about it. Yeah, me and Dom don't really know. I think either of us know much about the Drukari.
Everything about Drukari.
Yeah, I think you're lying.
That's the interesting thing, though, isn't it? A lot of the time, we've got a topic that we don't necessarily know that much about, and it's quite nice to do the research into it and work out where they stand in the universe.
Yeah,
and in the hobby.
I mean, it's quite. I can't go over to the Necrons on recently, although it'd be quite interesting to go back and cover the new faction. Sorry, the new dynasty at some point.
Yeah, we should revisit some.
I mean, obviously not quite just yet. It feels like we've only just done them because we have.
Sometimes we make notes. Some of my notes for the Black Legion one.
Were they the ones you wrote just before we started the stream?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I've been writing these for a couple of days.
I thought you were going to use the dog ate your homework excuse.
No, I don't have a dog.
Very well.
I've got a 1-year-old.
I suppose you could have done that.
And those who obviously were here last week might notice that the other star of the live stream isn't here tonight. She's tucked up in bed.
I take it she went down rather quickly this time then.
I put the other one down tonight.
Ah, you did a swapsies.
Thinking. Yeah. I looked at them at about 6 o'clock and I tried to suss out which one was more tired. It's going to be easier. And it was like, oh yes, this one seems more tired. I will go with this one tonight.
Oh, come on. Okay, that's a bit annoying. I see how you need to go in there now. Ah! Please. There
we go. So, what about Drukari do you like, Kara? Or do you know nothing about Drukari and you hope we can enlighten you? Can tell that's going to really disappoint you.
Here's our notes. 3 lines. Yep. This is the Drukari.
Drukari, Dark Elder.
Oh no, we failed. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to get one of the ones we don't want. Well, I say don't want to. I mean, maybe ones we're less familiar with out the way.
More challenging ones.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any that I don't want to do.
No.
Because the thing is, as well, like with Drakari, like we might not know everything about them, but it's nice to kind of research them and find out a little bit. And then you go away with a bit more knowledge. Yeah, because I've definitely played them a fair few times, Drakari.
That's true.
And I played them when they originally came out, because you had like the Shadow Field thing, which was ridiculous on my Archon.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very, very cool, Drakari. I always think Drakari, though, it's like most of our armies, Tom, are very on a level where you can do an apocalypse game. And Drakari and everything, you can do it. Obviously, they have got massive battles, but not on the same level.
I don't know.
They're not as often, as the other races.
Oh, hello. Someone's chimed in.
There you go.
Oh, well. There we go, Drakari, the perfect faction.
Yeah. Yeah. And Vix has put Tau. So another faction that maybe you're more familiar with, Tom.
Well, I've got some Tau sitting over there, if that's what you mean. Yeah, and a book. Yeah, the project that hasn't quite taken off yet. Although I'll just do this. Yeah, waiting on someone to paint the model I asked them to.
You haven't asked me to paint any models?
No, not you.
Oh.
She's listening. She'll probably come in and hit me in a minute. Yeah, me and Vicky obviously doing this project together, so we both picked a model to paint. I finished mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's Vicky painting?
Oh, we both. She's doing a devilfish at the moment, so.
Cool. Are you helping each other with painting techniques?
Oh yeah. We went through one together and sort of worked out what we were going to do, and we're just working on that now. So, but it's one of those things because Vicky's obviously got a corn going now, and I was doing Grey Knight, so it hasn't really seen a lot of table time just yet. I mean, it'll happen. It's not one of those projects we're trying to rush through. So, it's kind of there just for us to pick up as and when we want to do it. The Chaos Warp Gate. Show it off again, Dom.
Chaos Warp Gate is going well, Carl. I don't know how well it appears on camera at the moment, because obviously this isn't the best camera in the world, but it's getting there. I'm just doing some weathering at the moment on some of the copper, some of the brass, sorry. So it's getting there. I'm really proud of how this is turning out. The black on the Blackstone is
very obsidian. Very obsidian.
Yeah, it's a nice technique I haven't tried before. I've got to do a bit on the red, on the sigils, but it's getting there, and I'm happy how it's turned out. I was a bit skeptical at first because it is quite a monumental task with like the scale of the model, but it's cool. I'm happy. And once again, like I was saying earlier, it's nice to get out your comfort zone sometimes and just try something a little bit different. So the black for me was definitely the more challenging aspect of this model. The brass and the gunmetal is something I do quite often, and a bit of weathering. So the black was the more challenging. But I'm looking forward to using it. It's going to be quite cool. I think it looked good with any of my Chaos armies, to be honest.
This is very true. And it will look good when they're all dead lying around it, with Templars breaking it down after the game.
The Templars will go, oh, there's power. Maybe we should control the power.
They can't feel it.
Yeah, they'll feel it. They'll feel it. Cheers. I'm glad you like it. I'm kind of interested to see what Necrons will get terrain-wise, if they're going to get anything.
I think they probably will. I think if the Marines have got that servo thing, I think most races will get some form of platform, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because it'll be something that's been put in the the codex for and the Forge Old Breathring. I do actually have a pot of not Forge Old ones, but I've bought some from another. I think who was it? Secret Weapon Miniatures. That's the one, I think, isn't it? I've tried them out on some of my which vehicles? I think it was on some of my guard tanks. Yeah, for the tracks and stuff.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I haven't car either. I mean, I've been tempted to. I've seen the finish on some of them, and it looks really nice. I think it might be one of those things that when I start another army,
Learn a new
I would
skill.
probably start from scratch and use those, because I always find like going back on some of my models,
Yeah.
it always instantly dates other ones. So I think I'd probably, there's a couple of other armies that I'm interested in, so I'd possibly use them going forwards.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
What about you? Have you got any photos and models that you've done?
I'll just, oh God, don't cut it. Don't cut my own hand.
Stabby, stabby.
And nothing will ever cap that barbecue.
What about the grenade and airsoft?
That as well. Yeah. Well, that was the same time, wasn't it? I did them both at the same time, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Because I cut one thing and then literally straight after I cut my hand on the ground. That was horrible. It was horrible. My hand was like a bloody mess. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, there it is. Ah, thought I lost a piece then. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. See, that's what I quite like about them. What I've seen, that's what kind of attracts me to using them. I really want to give it a go at some point. Maybe next time we're up at Warhammer World, I might actually pop and see if I can grab some.
We'll do a sample, Dom.
Sell them. Yeah.
Free sample. Oh, imagine if Kane did free samples. I'll just take 5 of these, please. No, sir, it's 1 per customer.
I will take 5 of these, please.
Oh, Warhammer World. Oh. We only had our annual trip, mate. I mean, that sucks.
It does indeed suck, Thomas.
Hopefully, beginning of next year, it'll be time again. Well, if we can get booked into the tournament, of course. I mean, I have a suspicion they may be reasonably popular when they come back. Have to sit there with the old refresh button hammering away.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be out there doing it. Of course, Black Toe Studios will be doing our our event as well. If you're in the southeast of the UK, or if you're not and you still want to come down,
a trip.
Yeah, pop down. We'll say hello. We will be hosting our event once the world returns to some form of normality.
Be a doubles one next, won't it? I think.
Yeah, it will be a doubles one next.
Yeah.
Twin Linked will be the name of our double event. Yeah,
actually. Are we doing small boards, Dom?
We will not be doing small boards. We'll do bigger boards.
Well, the thing is, I suppose if you're doing a doubles, really, you know, I think it would make more sense to have a larger board.
Yeah.
How's this bloody well work then? The hell? Ah! Oh, okay. I see. This has got to sit in here, has it? It's a very odd construction, this. Oh my god. Right.
So how's everyone's hobby doing tonight? Everyone enjoying some hobby?
Okay. Ah, I see. There's a little... Gotcha. Trying to work out this way on. It's a bit strange. It's like the little holder for the heavy bolter at the front. It's like a really odd little holding part. Quite a clever little model though, this. I do feel that this is going better, going together a lot easier than some of the other kits.
Yeah.
Did you start your night, by the way, Don?
I haven't started my night. Where have I put my night? It's over there. No, I'll be starting that soon. Yeah, I'm currently looking for spikes.
Oh, you're still looking for spikes? Oh, okay.
Yeah. My war dogs, my pack of war dogs took most of my spikes away. So I'm scrimping and scrambling around.
Oh no, he snapped his bell. Oh no, that's not good. Be a pain to put back.
Oh no, that's not good.
So when I snap the swords on my Grey Knights halfway down the thing, you're like, that's just a new sword. Off we go.
It depends on the snap as well, doesn't it? Like sometimes it snaps at a point where repairing it is almost seamless and not an issue. But once it's snapped once, it's it's going to happen again. Unfortunately, don't you?
Mm. I've had a few of them. I think it was one of my Forger models you got me actually. The Inquisitor. Rex.
Yeah.
His sword broke at the hilt part, and I thought that'd be easy, but it really isn't. It just doesn't want to go back on and stay. It just keeps sort of. Plus, it's fine cast, or resin, so it's
resin. Yeah,
it's never quite as strong.
No, it's not good. And Cara, you're working on your sisters, the ones that we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Last week.
Yeah, I think week before. I think
Week before, yeah. I was going to say. Obviously, I wasn't here for most of the last week's one. And Tom, this is a public acknowledgement. Well done. I'm sure you kept everyone happy last week.
Well, I tried my best. It's one of those things. It's I mean, obviously, you don't have to talk all that time. It's just I think when you're doing these things, you feel like it gets a bit quiet because you're just sitting in the room on your own, just hobbying. Which I'm sure some people actually tune in just to watch, though, which is fine. So it's interesting what people tune in sort of to do. Some people obviously like to talk, but some people just like to watch other people hobby. It's like that weird obsession with watching people game as well. Some people like to watch people play games rather than playing themselves.
Or unboxing.
Yeah, or unboxing is another interesting one.
Yeah, I don't like it unboxing.
Not a fan.
That's not really, isn't it?
Don't hold back, mate.
Each their own, really. To be honest, we're not all all the same. It'd be rather boring, wouldn't it?
It would be. I suppose it depends on the unboxing, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
If it's like a brand new 40k box set that no one's seen, but that's very rare nowadays because you tend to even see them before they've come out, as we've witnessed the other weekend. So I mean, I suppose unboxing is kind of a bit irrelevant, really.
Yeah, unless it's like a retro thing, possibly.
Yeah.
Like,
or somebody that
an old Road Trader Rhino or something like that. So not most people have can't remember. Oh, Star Wars Lego.
Oh well, there you go. Or do you want some, or just?
It would be quite nice.
I will think about it. I don't want to upset anyone about talking about Star Wars again, though.
Anybody? Well, I don't really think I've actually got any Lego anymore. I had a couple of odd Lego people, but my daughter has now stolen them, and they live with their frozen Lego.
I was going to say, if there's only one person who has Lego, and that's your daughter.
Yeah, she is half interesting. Which is quite nice. She also has she had a blue horror that I had, and I just let her borrow it, and she called him Bluey, and he's somewhere in the garden.
I do remember assisting with the Frozen at Christmas. That was good fun. Frozen
Lego.
Yeah. Quite an entertaining little kit, that, actually.
Yeah. Well, I do Playmobil. If anyone's ever made Playmobil before, pretty hardcore. I had to do a Playmobil house. A whole house.
And how did that go, Dom?
Well, it wasn't too bad. A bit stressful. Well, we got there in the end. But yeah, you definitely like some retro stuff. A retro Lego. I might get some retro Lego at some point.
It's weird because I do remember getting when I was a kid. I used to get loads of kits on my birthdays, and and Christmas, and I used to sort of put them together in about an afternoon. But I always think, oh, where would they all end up? Because I, don't remember getting rid of them. But I suppose the old parents probably went, we'll get rid of
Charity
these
shop.
then. Charity shop, yeah. Bye.
Yeah. What about everyone in the chat? What retro thing would you buy if you had a bit of money?
Oh yeah.
And your other half wouldn't find out.
Danger, danger. Is she not watching the stream?
No, I don't think she'd actually mind, to be honest. Like I say, I don't necessarily buy retro things very often. Codexes, actually. Oh, I had a new codex delivered earlier.
Oh, yeah, another one. Oh god, what have you got now?
I've left it down in the.
Which one was it?
I can't tell you, Tom.
Oh, okay. You want me to watch your video?
Yeah.
Would it upset you to hear that I haven't watched any of the retro videos?
It would, Tom, actually, to be honest. But I know you're joking, and you have watched all of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every single one.
Well, challenge accepted. There's going to be some references of.
Well, no, look. Okay. Well, I'll start doing some reference in the battle reports then.
Oh no! But they're really long.
Aha! They're really long. I don't want to watch them.
See you later, dude. We'll hopefully see you next time.
Oh, take care, sirs. Yeah, I think we'll have another crack at Orcs Crimson Fist this week. Have another crack at it. Probably the same armies because we kind of already filmed the other bits.
Oh, okay.
The lead up.
Are you going to feel a bit let down, sorry, if your bomber doesn't kill 20 plus models?
Well, it was 3 bombers to be fair. It wasn't just one. Yeah, I would feel a little bit upset, yes, because I was like, you did it. You worked last time. Why can't you work this time?
Yeah.
Where's 93? Oh, okay. This is getting slightly more complex now. Doing the top part of this tank. The organs will kill you.
So do you clean many of your parts as you're cutting off the sprue, or do you leave that to the after you?
I do it after every one now, actually.
Yeah.
I must admit, I used to be quite lax at it, but I think I've become slightly more kind of like I should do it attitude.
That's a good attitude. Yeah, no, it's right.
I didn't always do it. Honestly, I used to be really lazy about it. To be fair, I'm not going to lie. Some of my older, I was doing looking at some of my Grey Knight models. Actually, I've seen a lot of like little nodules and stuff left on them, and you're like, why did I do this? And you don't realise kind of how much you've left on sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's because back then it was more about the speed of getting the model together. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like ultra careful with everything, but I'm much better than I used to be. Yeah. Mainly because the quality looks better when you paint it, obviously. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't have parts of sprue still attached to your model.
I don't leave sprue. That's a little bit yeah. No. That'd be a bit much, mate. But also sometimes I've found nowadays some of the fits are quite tight on the models. And if you have a little bit out of line, it can out of line the whole model.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't quite go flat, or it doesn't quite close a gap in a armor plate, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Daryl. I don't know if he's still in the chat. Daryl, are you still in the chat? I was chatting to Daryl yesterday about when I first got the Scion kit.
Oh yeah.
And it was like one of the newer kits that I'd purchased. And I just started popping off arms here, there, and backpacks here and there. And then I was just like, oh, no, none of it's fitting together properly. And it's not until you kind of look at the instructions and it's particular arm with particular...
Oh, no.
Like the old school ones,
yeah,
you just do what you want. You can literally just... Oh, Darren's a bit enthusiastic. You can just like pop on an arm left, right, or centre, like the old school Marines or old school Chaos Marines or Orcs or Cadian Guardsmen. You can essentially do what you want. I with a lot of the newer kits, like for instance, like Plague Marines.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
You're pretty much stuck with a particular pose, which is, I mean, the sculpts are nice, but it does limit what you can do in a lot of ways. Even though you can kind of do a little bit of kit bashing, it's still not the same level.
Hello, Mrat.
Hello.
Indeed. No pity, no remorse, no fear. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness.
I just
Maybe
want to.
we should do Black Templars.
You should do Black Templar. Yeah. I'd have to get some kind of Black Templar suit to put on.
Yeah, big Maltese cross.
Yeah. I'm actually pondering about getting some of the. I was pondering about getting their phone case cover off the merchandise site actually, which turned out they've started doing Black Templar.
They got Black Templar one.
They've just started doing it now. Yeah. They got shirts as well and everything, and mugs. Although I've heard some mixed reviews on the mugs. Not the mugs, sorry, the shirts. They're apparently people have been getting them quite faded, which is a shame.
Yeah, my Black Toad hoodie's getting a bit faded now.
Well, we're due to get some new stuff at some point.
Maybe we should get some merch. Because it's nice going to events like with you, particularly Tom, and other people. When you've got your little almost like a team outfit, haven't you? Yeah, team uniform.
Well, we do need a team uniform for the next event that we'll probably end up going to, won't we? With old Darryl.
I reckon we should dress like dress nice and smartly, to be honest, as gentlemen.
I mean
suited and booted.
I mean, that would suit Darryl.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd just turn up with a slightly different, normal everyday clothing. So.
Darryl, what do you say? Suit and boot for our team event?
The only thing I'm going to say, do you know how hot that's going to be? Can I still wear shorts?
No.
Oh, come on. You're killing me here.
Well, in a hall with like 100 other gamers. Who knows? So hot in here.
For those who don't know,
I
have a very big habit of wearing shorts pretty much all year round, as Dom will tell you, and people think I'm slightly insane. But Tom, it's 3 degrees outside, yeah? I'm hot.
Yeah, more. I can't wait from a Necron point of view.
Oh yes.
We're between myself and Tom, we're getting a couple of the boxes, and it's. I mean, some of the stuff coming out is even getting me going. Oh, could have done Marines, but I'm going to have enough Necrons. But I'm sure Tom's going to be templaring.
I will be templaring the hell out of them because the new sword and broad guys just cry out, being needing to be done. Tweed suit, pipe, Wex.
Man, I've got a good tweed jacket actually.
Ooh, we're gonna do tweed. Pipe. Is that the yeah. Patches on the arm as well? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't go half measures.
I mean, Daryl's probably got one of them in his wardrobe. Considering his profession. I imagine he has to. That's probably
dredging rivers for statues.
Yeah.
It's so heavy when it's wet. This is a terrible decision.
His colleagues go, "Why are you wearing this? We told you not to do this."
Yes, Daryl, your normal wear. We're gonna be smart.
Yeah.
Even Tom.
No.
Vicky, when we're doing the event, you gotta make sure he dresses nicely.
She won't be able to help you.
Yeah, Maura, I'm thinking probably I'll get the equivalent of 3 boxes. To get Necrons and Marines, if you're doing that, you're going to be more than happy with that many models. You'll keep going for a long time.
I think the only thing I'm slightly disappointed with it is, I mean, not disappointed. Sorry, the only thing as much as I want to buy lots of box sets, I'm kind of think that 2 might be okay because I'm thinking. It's annoying that you have to buy the box set at the moment to get the bikes, for instance, because you only get 3 bikes in it, and so if you want more bikes, you end up, and spending quite a bit of money just to get more bikes, because obviously they're not going to put the kit out for these things for quite a while, I'd imagine.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting a little bit.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Yeah, for me, the only kind of reluctancy I've got is against with some of the characters that you're going to have 3 characters. That kit bash a bit to make them look more individual. And I was saying a few minutes ago that it's harder to like kit bash some of these models, especially like Necrons, for instance. They haven't got the widest range models, unfortunately.
No. You can sell the rest if you want. Yeah, I know you can sell. I must admit, I've always struggled with selling models, Murat. It's just something about I think when I buy it, I either will give it away or just keep it somewhere, because I don't know. I just have real trouble getting rid of models that. I mean, I've still got stuff from the Prospero Burns set down there, like the Sisters Silence and Custode sitting down there on sprue, because I don't know. I kind of think, well, I play Imperium, I might use them sometime, but I never, but yeah, but buying wise, yes, eBay is good for that, because I think I don't know. I think the Marine stuff might take a while to sort of turn up, because it's going to be quite a popular faction, isn't it? Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I mean, a bit like you, Tom. Like I've got several Marine sprues in my collection of plastic shame, and I don't even play Marines, but it's one of those things that if I go, I want to experiment a paint scheme on a Marine chapter, I've got a couple of Marines that I can always practice on. Yeah, I mean, I've got all sorts in this cupboard of shame at the moment.
I like to trade as well. Trading's quite good. Some people like.
Yeah,
sometimes
and it's good as well. Up. If one of your mates have started a new faction, for instance, if someone on you just started playing Marines, you can go, there you have a couple. Or you can trade them, like you said.
So I know.
eBay, I could make an absolute killing. Try to get some of this stuff.
I mean, I think the one annoying bit is the book side of it as well, because you're going to end up with loads of books, loads of rule books. I mean, admittedly, I could do with having two myself anyway, because Vicky can have one, I can have one. So it's quite nice to have your own copy. But Shadow Spear box times 6. Oh, wow, impressive.
That's enthusiastic.
I think we got. Did we get one between us?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really. I'll tell you also, neither of the. I think the model range for both of us wasn't that interesting for us, was it, at the time? I think you wanted the Venom Crawl, didn't you?
I mean, to be fair, the Shadow Spear models for Chaos aren't too bad.
Yeah.
But I know for you, the Marines aren't really your style. Yeah. The ones that were in that
stealthy
set.
ones. Although Vicky now has them, which is quite nice. So they didn't go to waste, which is good.
That's crazy, Morat.
I like it. It's like when I went through my Battle of Calth stage. I bought a lot of them.
It's never done.
If you got as long as you got the money to buy it, don't ever feel bad about buying models. I say. I mean, if you're swapping like buying food for buying models, that's when you probably should sort of have a little think about it. Shall I eat today, or shall I get a new box set?
Box set.
Every time.
Someone's having a bad influence on you, Thomas.
Well, I mean, I don't want to bring up this again, because you get very upset, but there was this time that you made me buy the Space Marine Battle Force.
Did I, though?
You did. I remember it very clearly.
It's like years ago, guys, that we went into Games Workshop, our local store, and this is probably about 15 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good estimate, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah. And Tom was like, "Oh, look at this Space Marine Battle Force," and I said, And he bought it, and since then he's blamed me for having purchased it. I mean, not as if like Space Marines have been any use to him since then.
No, I know. It's just yeah. I think you're responsible for me getting into all those Marines, mate. That's what's happened, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. How's this going?
He's the hi James. He's the loyalist.
Obviously,
dog.
If you see on the stream, you can see my Black Templar symbol underneath me there, and Dom.
Oh
with his,
yeah, there you go. So the one directly below. That's
how we're laid out. Black
yeah.
Templars. The one who doesn't
good.
look corrupt there.
Chaos. Which way do you go, James? Are you a loyalist, or are you?
And also, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us as well.
Yes.
I might add. Lieutenants. Oh, don't get me started on lieutenants. Even as an Imperial player, I think there's too many bloody lieutenants.
Yeah. Pesky Marines.
Ah, Blood Angels. There we go.
One step away from heretics.
Now look, we've discussed this before.
Bit of red rage and.
I would have liked to have done Blood Angels one day actually. I think.
Tom.
Yeah.
Now you said Blood Angels.
Hmm.
I've actually got the codex here.
Is that the new one?
That's a brand new.
Brand new.
Games Workshop asked me not to show anyone, but I think you guys are special and you deserve to see the new Blood Angel Codex. That will be appearing in a retro Codex review at some point.
God's sake, Dominic, what have you done? You've ruined our relationship with GW now, mate.
Yeah, no. No more free codexes for us.
From the 1970s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Games Workshop love us, but we seem to be getting the mail a bit late.
Yeah. Royal Mail. What's it like? Yeah, I didn't do a Blood Angel army. I did a Flesh Tear army. So there's a bit of a difference between the two. Essentially, same rules in a lot of ways. But yeah, I love them. Love my Flesh Tearers.
I remember you getting rid of them.
Well, yeah, I did get rid of them. The Codex ruined my army.
You had drop pods, didn't you, if I remember correctly?
It's pretty much all Assault Marines, but the layout was a bit different.
I still remember drop pods getting ruined as well, actually.
That was 7th edition.
Yeah, I know. No, it was 8th.
Yeah, one of my favourite moments, I don't know if you're in that game, Tom, was with my Flesh Tearers dropping a whole force of
I was in that
Marines
game. That was in your living room.
Yes. I think there's probably some photos somewhere as well.
I probably have got them. I might have to dig them out and put up a bit more.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice.
I think a lot of them might be in our old Apocalypse page, by the way. We still got that page up somewhere with all our Apocalypse games in it, which we used to do. And there's one. I think it's got the profile picture is that one we had outside at my dad's.
Yeah,
the old barbecue. Yeah, I remember Gavin came around and did the barbecue, didn't he?
He did, yeah. But yeah, I absolutely loved. Yes. Yeah, not yet, Morat. I'm predicting good things. Yes, James, we have faced against Memphiston on the table.
Oh no! Oh no!
I haven't faced against the new 8th edition one. Yeah. I played against him previously, and he is scary, shall we say? I have played against him in 8th edition. I killed him in 8th edition, not the new model, not the Primaris model, the older version. And luckily, I killed him. It's actually an Apocalypse game on the channel against Blood Angels. It's quite an old one. Memphiston does appear on that.
I still remember that tournament we had there.
Yeah, and then myself and Tom did a tournament years ago. Doubles
1,500 pointer, wasn't it? I think as well.
It was. Did we go against Blood Angels and was it Black Templars?
I think it was, yes.
Yeah, with Guard and Black Templars, and we really underestimated what Memphiston could do, and it was like, well, we pretty much just pack up now. Just hacking through everything.
I remember us being very confident in that game as well. We thought, we've got this.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, because we had a good couple of turns, didn't we? We're like,
and then he just kept coming. We were like, no, stop.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably would be stained, James, to be honest. Word bearers, they just use anything. for worship. Stained pants. Daryl, yes. Get him. Daryl, have you painted him? I do love Blood Angels.
They're one of the cooler factions, I think, definitely.
I want to get the Angels of Death Codex, actually, to go through that. I haven't got that one yet.
Is that the add-on one, you mean?
No, Angels of Death was the old codex. They had
yes,
Blood
sorry,
Angels and Dark Angels in the same codex.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
going.
You better do, Daryl. Nice. Maura, I'm sure you've told us where you're from before, but I have a terrible memory, which is great for playing multiple armies on a YouTube channel.
Okay, stop having digs, Dom.
No, I'm making digs at myself.
No, I understand what you're doing. Why do you do this to me? And hello, Stuka.
Hello, Stuka. Yeah. Oh, nice. I've got some family in Germany. Still need to go over there at some point. Yeah, James. One of my friends. He plays Ultramarines, and we always have a little bit of a dig at each other when we do Word Bearers versus Ultramarines. It's nice when you've got a bit of rivalry between two factions.
We never have that, right, Dom?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never had that rivalry between Templars and Word Bearers. I mean, traitorous scum. It's alright.
Neither would have I.
What time are we doing on? Okay, cool.
You're doing all right. I think we can do a little bit longer.
Yeah, I can go a little bit longer.
So, what hobby is everyone doing at the moment?
What you doing?
James, it was divine. It had to happen. Those Ultramarines had it coming.
No. Traitor.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at, Tom.
Why'd you be so traitorous out loud? Why can't you just play yourself in that Alpha Legion? Come on.
Still working with Prime Lieutenant Blood Angels. Yeah, that is true, Morat. No, Stuka, I can't disagree with you there. Ultramarines. I love a bit of rivalry. Let's go, yeah. Oh, goodness. Ooh.
Was that Karma or the Emperor?
The Emperor protects. As long as you're not on Calf.
As long as you're on Calf.
State.
This state, yeah. I'm not around then.
Yeah.
Well, you started, Dom.
Yeah. Oh. Bye, Cara.
Oh, take care, Cara. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll see you next week. Oh, it's all kicking off now, isn't it?
See what you've done. You started some proper...
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I could just sort of go, oh. Magnus did nothing wrong.
He did. Yeah, no, it's true. I think, unfortunately, Stuka's right there. I think the Emperor sending Gilliman didn't really help Maz. because they're complete polar opposites. As I think you find a lot of the Primarch clashes are, though, aren't they, within the Horus Heresy 40k. The polar opposites tend to get a bit aggressive towards each other.
A bit too much sometimes.
They're flying around in here. Just trying to get me.
I am a member of Bolter and Chainsword. Yes, I must admit, I don't frequent it as much as I used to. It's good forum actually. I used to go there to try and work on lists and stuff actually, which was quite nice for Templars because obviously you've got your dedicated forums for each faction. So
yeah. I think I find I tend to look at Facebook a lot more when it comes to groups and stuff, and forums.
Yeah, it's a shame. Really. I used to love forums actually. I think they're a really cool tool, but I just feel like they're not quite as maybe it's because I've got other means of looking up data now. I don't tend to gauge them anymore. That's probably what the problem is, really. If you think about it, it's not that I don't think they're good. I think there's probably a lot of valid information in them, but I think it's just because everything else has become so. My name, do you know, is a good question. I will have to look it up because it's been quite a while. I think it might be Tomask, I think, or something along those lines. It's a long time ago since I did that. I'll try and remember. Yeah. Cool.
The thing with like forums, the only reason I tend to go to a forum these days is if I'm doing like a Google search for a particular topic, 40k related. A bit like you, Tom, it's like maybe looking up a list or particular rules or something like that, and then it'll just link you to a forum. Because that never tends to link you towards Facebook, does it? So
no.
You tend to look up the forums. Bit of Chinese whispers there, Stuka, wasn't there?
It's like fishing with dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh God, come here. Oh, I just lost that bit. I am very excited for the new Indominus box set, James Bravo. I must admit. I'm particularly looking forward to some of the the sword and shield setups because they've got tabards on them already, so I don't have to worry about getting them converted in some way. Assault Marines, I'm kind of the Assault Intercessors, I should say. I'm hoping that there'll be some form of Templar kit at some point, but the problem is if I wait for that kit, I'll never make them. That's always the issue. But no, I'm very excited for it. It's one of my This is definitely a release I've been looking forward to. The box should be called No Pity No More. Yeah, it should be. I'd probably buy more copies of it if it was called that. Yeah, Blade Guard Veterans. That's one I couldn't remember the name of them.
This is true.
I think they're going to be. I think in general, I think it'd be quite a big hit. To be fair, I mean, when you tie up two quite well, I mean, Necrons is probably going to become very popular. I have a suspicion.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Actually, speaking of which, I've done enough of that. I'm going to move on to my Necrons.
And yes, Templars do deserve more love. They deserve their own codex again, don't they, Dom?
They should definitely get a new codex when other factions get their own codex. No, Templars are very cool.
I've got the new codex. No, this is not the new codex. Oh dear. I always come back to this every now and then. Remember the Emperor's Champion upgrade? Given that vow. But yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I'm not sure how long it's going to take to see any kind of movement on that particular front. I think we're a little while off new faction expansions. I think.
Yeah, possibly. It'd be interesting to see what they do really with some of the factions now moving into 9th. obviously they are trying to go into those sub factions a bit more these days.
Yeah.
And yeah, wouldn't be too surprising if they did suddenly do a Templar, a bit more love for the Templars. Maybe not another codex, but maybe have a couple more models.
No, I mean, I'm not. I'm not like Yeah, I mean, the codex is is a cool thing.
Yeah.
But I'm not hung up on actually needing to have a codex. And they did start in Armageddon. Yes, that's right. One of our friends actually has that book, don't they? Which we saw last night on our stream, on our chat, I should say. And she has the Armageddon. Oh, say questioned. What are your 2 stronger units in your favourite armies? Oh, God.
Jeez, that's a.
The only thing, the thing about that question is, what I think is necessarily the strongest probably isn't, because I'm so hung up on doing the stuff I like to run. That is, yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna put too much thought into this, James, because there's a lot of stuff to kind of cover. But I'm gonna go with one for my guard. I'm gonna go with the Trojan support vehicle.
That thing's annoying.
That is literally a must in all my guard lists I do these days. That's one. Look at this. Is there anything in here that catches my eye? I'm going to say Tesla Immortals as well. They're my 2 favourite units that I pretty much take most of the time. I don't know if they're particularly strong, but the amount of shots a squad of Mithrit Tesla Immortals can put out is pretty astounding when you've got enough little things on them.
See, I would pick for my Templars. I really like my Leviathan Dreadnought. I think that's pretty good balanced unit. I mean, admittedly, I should run it probably with 2 storm cannons, but I need to have some form of combat on there for my Templars. And see, the thing is, I think the Emperor's Champion is quite underrated. I think the only thing that makes him quite annoying to sort of use is his movement. Because actually, I think he's a really cool unit for the price that he is. Especially for killing other characters. I think he's quite a strong unit personally, but it's all about me thinking it's strong doesn't necessarily mean he's the strongest unit.
Yeah,
but he dominates. He's done some interesting things, hasn't he? Sometimes if he gets in combat, he's done some horrific things. I know you've been on the receiving end sometimes, but then equally I've had a complete awful time with him as well. So.
And I think that's quite an interesting, like, if you look at the subject a bit more, the question in particular, you think of the game in general, and it is what's it, dice-based game.
Yeah.
So, for instance, you might have a really good game with your Emperor's Champion or your Leviathan Dreadnought, but it takes you to fluff those dice, and it all goes horribly wrong.
Indeed.
And that's the reason why I took the Trojan, is because I don't essentially have to roll any dice with it. It enables a reroll for my bigger tanks.
I suppose that's one way of looking at decent units, isn't it? Actually, you sort of say, well, if it's if you're not having to do something, I mean, it's like doing an upgrade for a chapter master. That upgrade with stratagem points makes that captain become more invaluable than most of your army because it lets you reroll.
Kicked. For some reason.
Oh.
You kicked
We didn't kick you?
We didn't kick you, Morat.
No, sorry, mate. Not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, so for instance, like, you missed out on some good stuff, Morat. About our reasonings behind the units we picked. So, James, what about you? What are your strongest units in your collection? Oh, nice.
Smash Captain's always a good take.
Sanguinial Guard. Sanguinial Guard. In my experience, I haven't been overly impressed by them. That just might be application of use rather than anything else.
They're quite expensive, though, to be fair, aren't they?
I mean, they've definitely got the potential. I just think I've been probably relatively lucky when I've faced against them, to be honest.
But it's like, it's like Terminators should be, on paper, sound really cool. But I think you and me both would say we don't have that much luck with Terminators.
Yeah, this is true.
That's the universal between Chaos and Imperium. Well, yeah, Helbrecht. To be fair, yes, Helbrecht is very strong if you use him. I must admit, I don't tend to run him that often. I probably should do a bit more, but
you got a lot of named characters anyway. You've got all your Black Templar named characters anyway.
I have all of them. Yeah, they're actually in a game recently where I've messed up a few things, but we don't talk about that.
You made a mistake.
I did. I made several mistakes. And Terminator. I mean, I only tend to run the Terminators I run are the Thunderhammer, Stormshield, and the reason I run them is because they look really cool. Because I've got these forge-rolled shields on mine, and I think they look awesome.
Yeah, your Terminators look very cool, mate.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for popping by, James. So take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, hopefully see you next time, James. Thanks for swinging by.
Where am I here? This one is next. Yes.
Yeah, I think Terminators, they need a bit more love. But obviously, I'll run World Eaters as well. It'd be nice to make some Red Butcher ones.
Aren't the Red Butchers good though, aren't they? Or are they?
Yeah, Red Butchers are cool. I think it's add +1 strength, +1 attack, and they gain the fight twice thing.
Legion Contemptors. Well, do you have any Legion Contemptors? No, I don't think you do you actually? No. I mean, go on. You go first.
So yeah, I've been tempted. They look quite cool. But yeah, Tom, you've got more expensive. Your Contemptors.
I mean, I think actually Contemptors are what normal Dreadnoughts should be. How's that? I find standard Dreadnoughts are awful. I mean, obviously they have an application for long-range weaponry, maybe if you take them as a weapons platform. But I think if you want a combat-based Dreadnought or something along those lines, I think Relic Contemptors or Leviathan, because they move quicker. It's just and they've got the invulnerable save. I think it just makes. I think they just work better as a whole. I mean, you don't like my Leviathan, do you, Dom?
No.
But then you don't like many Leviathans, to be fair. But not people. I mean, I don't like Leviathans after playing Vicky several times. I'm very upset with that dual storm cannon. Makes me cry. Makes you cry on the inside.
I tell you what unit I dislike playing against more than double storm cannon Leviathan. The Repulsor.
Yeah, but the Repulsor's not actually any good, really, is it? It's it's the number.
It's just boring, Tom.
It's the boring number of shots. I agree.
It's just come on.
10 minutes to shoot.
Yeah, I just like. I obviously told you this story recently, but when I was at a Warhammer World, one of the GTs, someone had a repulsor and he brought out a whiteboard with all the weapons on the repulsor, and you just look at it and you're like, come on then. Here we go. It was almost like you should haggle for casualties rather than let them go through the process of shooting the weapons. It's going, you're probably going to kill. Just save everyone time and move the game.
Should we say about 80% casualties?
Yeah, 80%. Yeah. I'm having lots of luck. Repulsor. Repulsor. It's just so many weapons on that tank. It's ridiculous. At most tanks, you have your main armory, maybe a couple of smaller weapons, and then a defensive weapon. And this one's like firing all sorts everywhere. It's ridiculous.
I mean, obviously is it Executioner? Is the execution, isn't it?
Execution's the one with the big
Yeah,
gun.
yeah. I mean, that thing's horrible, but for different reasons. Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played against 2 executioners with my
Same.
renegades and heretics more.
Yeah. I played that guy, same guy as you, didn't I?
I took one out quite early on in the game with a demolisher, and the other one did a fair bit of damage to it. Unfortunately, I didn't take it out. Yeah, they are troublesome.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think repulsors are quite expensive. I'd rather take an impulsor if I want to transport, but the only problem with an impulsor is it's half transport capacity, so I suppose you don't have to upgrade the repulsors to 9s, do you? You could just take all the basic on it to make it just a very cheap transport. Well, not cheap at all, really, but... But soon, when rhinos go the way of the dodo... One day, Dom, one day. There'll be no more normal
Matter of
marines.
time, isn't it? So I should join Chaos.
I already have.
With your temperate.
No. Now that we've discussed this many times, the Templars will stay loyal because they are loyal. And when they track down where your fleet is camped, they're going to burn it to the ground. The hell? Oh, okay. And it wants 2021.
I think we've got about 5 more minutes, haven't we, Tom?
That sounds about right to me, unfortunately, mate.
Yeah, so hopefully you've all had a good evening doing some hobby. I've definitely progressed a little bit tonight. I've the Chaos Stargate is pretty much completed now. And I'm working on my Lich Guard at the moment.
And I've not quite finished this thing yet. It's taken quite a while to put together, actually. Very enjoyable to model, though. The kit's really nice. I should have it done possibly tomorrow morning when I get up. We are his symbol, yes. So there'll be a trailer soon where they release an entire Black Templar starter kit as well, alongside this.
I do hope that Templars do get some love because they have got a lot of character. I'm just too salty being a Chaos player.
It's okay, mate. I understand your point of view perfectly as well. Yeah, I've been playing a fair few games versus obviously Chaos and versus Crimson Fists and stuff with my Chaos, and it's just, can I have some new models, please? Well, not just new models, but can I have some comparable rules to what they get?
Yeah, I mean, Chaos do get a lot of rules. They get
yes, they do.
So much stuff coming out, but unfortunately, in comparison, they're always behind.
It's a little lackluster.
Yeah, Marines. But other factions, for instance, like the old Necrons, hack, don't really get stuff.
See you, Stika. Take care. Thanks for popping by.
Thank you very much for popping by. Hopefully, we'll see you next week.
Oh, these doors are huge.
It's true. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to. Got 2 minutes left. Maybe the topic for next time.
I think we'll have to wait and see what 9th edition brings, really.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be. From what I understand, the balance is going to be quite tight this edition. So, and it looks like they're doing it not just by the codex stuff, but more of a, an overall core rule set that actually is just works. So, be interesting.
I'll have to read that. All right, what story was that? A loyal word-bearer dreadnought.
such thing as law word bearer, is it?
The Nerf hammer. Tom's our resident Tau expert. Playing against them.
Oh dear.
Right, guys, it's come up to past now, so we will cut off.
Yeah, obviously give it a few seconds, because obviously there's a slight delay. We don't want to just sort of
no,
go,
definitely.
Oh! So,
so we'll see you hopefully next time. I hope you've all enjoyed our little sit and chat, and you've progressed a little bit in whatever you're working on.
Indeed.
Yeah, and we will be bringing some more videos to you soon.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining us, and obviously take care of yourselves. We will see you soon.
Yes, take care. Toodaloo!